Hi guys, hope you're doing well. Thank you for all the comments on my last video. And I didn't get any abuse about the fact that I'm now officially a female boob investigator. But I did get one guy that I had to address. I'm going to read you. I photoshopped his comments, and I'm going to read them to you because I love YouTube. And yeah, tell me what you think. um, this is from Randy. I don't know if that's your name or your state of mind, but anyway, Randy said, "Shame on you. You shouldn't be wearing an FBI cap. They are just a bunch of politically biased thugs with a badge." So I sent him a message back saying, "I think you're confused. The company I'm working for investigates boobs." And he sent one back. "There's no such company." There is, Randy. You need to start taking responsibility for your immaturity. So I did, and I blocked him. There's no such company. How dare you? Anyway, thank you for the rest of the comments. I love them. I've got a little stand. My other half found a little stand for the little badge. So that's cool. I'll put that up today. First of all, I need to mention Zed Charlie, one of the subscribers that leaves comments regularly. Lovely guy. He sent me an email saying that actually there are quite a few Continental GTs for 3,999 on Auto Trader, and he's right, there are. I only found the red one because I think it was Graham that told me about that one. But there are a few at that price. So if you are looking for a Continental GT, and a few of you were, and you want to get them at a really good price, then go and check Auto Trader out, because there's definitely 2 or 3 on there at least. So well worth a look. What I want to talk about today is the Royal Enfield Meteor 350, which I kind of never mention. And there is a reason why I don't mention it, but I feel like I should, because I do think they're lovely looking. And obviously it's got my favourite engine, that J Series 350. And in fact, that's the first bike that engine went into. That was 2021, I think they came out. And really, I was just wanting to talk about, if you wanted to have that engine and maybe didn't have the money to get a classic 350, because really to get a classic 350, it's around about 3 grand. To get a used Meteor 350, you can get one for 2 grand. And like a year-old one for sort of 2 and a bit. I mean, it's a lot of bike for the money. I know I say that a lot. And I always look on Auto Trader regularly, and I tend to look at the private sellers because you get a better bargain. You can sort of do a deal with them. You can make an offer. Whereas when you're buying from a dealer, it's basically the price you see. And I found a couple, and I wanted to show you because I really think they are nice. I'd never have one, and the reason I wouldn't have one is because I rode one, and it was the first time I rode one of the J Series engines, and I loved the engine, but I just found it felt small. I mean, it's the same old story for me. I don't know what it was, because I guess you could slide back on that seat. I haven't ridden one since, actually, but this was going back maybe 4 years ago when they first came out. But it just didn't feel as comfortable as the classic 350 for whatever reason. That's just me. But I still think they're looking really nice. And they've brought out, since their sort of 2021, where they did the red, yellow, blue, black, they did a nice bronze one, a copper bronze, which Sean, the Mindful Motorcyclist, had one. And I think he's got seller's remorse on that bike because he loved that bike. And you don't see many of those copper bronze ones. But they've also since then brought out like a matte green, like a sort of khaki green, which I like. And now they've got the, I think, is it called the Aurora, where it's like a cream over blue or cream over green with spoke wheels. Looks really nice. Brand new, they're about 4.2-ish, I think. You might be able to get one for 4 grand, that particular model. But you can get a brand new base color one for, I think, 3.4, 3.5, 3.6, round about that, which is a lot of bike for the money. I know, I've got to stop saying that. But in the private market, where people are selling their private bikes, you can get some really good deals, and I'll show you a couple. So look at this one. This is a year old. It's done 1,500 miles, and he wants 2199 or nearest offer. So I reckon you could get that for £2,000. Lovely. I love that colour. That's the colour I was just saying. That's got accessories. It's got the crash bars. It's got a front screen. It's got a rear box mount. And it's got the panniers as well. Look on the floor. There's panniers there, and the pannier rack as well. That is a lot of bike for £2,000. I reckon if you went along and said, I'll give you £2,000 for that, you'd have a deal. A year-old bike with 1,500 miles. What a beauty. Right, I'll show you another one. Right, I want to show you this one because I really love the colour. So this guy bought this brand new in April this year. So what, 7 months ago? Lovely blue. I love that colour. It's got a backrest. I think it's a pre-reg. He must have bought it pre-reg because it shows, I did a little check on it and it shows it's the second owner. So I'm sure that was a pre-reg bike that he bought, but it's only done 300 miles. So it's as new condition. And he's had the first service done, so you don't have to worry about that. It's been running, and he's looking for 2,750. So you could get for that for £2,500, which is virtually a brand new bike for £1,000 saving. And that looks, with the backrest as well, it looks absolutely lovely. Love it, love it, love it. I'll show you one more from a dealer, which is the newer Aurora ones, because I think they look so nice. It makes the bike look really different. Right, this is the one I'm talking about. I think they do it with a green and cream or green and white tank. Look at that. That looks, got the spoke wheels. This is brand new. It's got the rear pillion rest, which looks really nice, actually, that pillion rest. And I've just kind of seen now why I found it uncomfortable, because I can't slide back. I thought the seat was higher than that, actually, the rider seat, but it's that's the reason I found it a bit uncomfortable. But if I was shorter, that was a bike I would have definitely had by now, without a shadow of a doubt. And that's mainly because of the little J Series 350 engine. I just absolutely love it. I love that engine so much. And that one looks so good. All right, this is £4,200 brand new. I guess this is the top of the range one, then, as they've got the spoke wheels, it's got the backrest, and it's the two-tone paint. But what a lot of bike. I've said it again, but I really do love the look of them. Anyway, let me spin the camera back round. I was just going to say, just picture that in your head for a minute, and let me just turn the camera around. How good would that bike look against my classic 350? It would look great, those two bikes together, wouldn't it? Unfortunately, as I said, the joy of this classic 350 is the fact that I can slide back onto the pillion seat. I had a few of you saying that they've bought the furry growlers from Motor Covers. Matt, if you're watching, I hope you sent me one, because I've promised everyone that I'm going to give one away. And it's been, I think, 3 weeks and I've not received it. So hopefully I'll get one. If I don't, I'll still promote it because I love it. As I said, Ernie 2 is now not going to be running, or not running outside anyway, until the spring. I think the Gritters will be out this week, if they're not out already, because we had very fine snow and sleet yesterday, and it's 0 degrees as we speak. So I'm guessing we will be getting some Gritters out on the roads. I know a lot of you have had snow, so I do count my blessings that it's at least we're snow free. Right, let me spin the camera around. Yeah, so if you're looking, and I really go and try one of those 350 engines. If you've never tried one and you think it's going to be too slow and it's just, what's the point, and all of the things that I've heard over the years, go and try one. It's not a bike for doing the motorway miles on and stuff like that. We know that. But for fun and for just enjoyment and the thrill of motorbike riding, those little 350 engines are so much fun. And if you can get one in the Meteor for £2,000, which you can, then I would definitely go and test ride one, because I think you'll think, oh, that's a bargain. And it really is. Guys, thank you for understanding my sense of humour, most of you anyway. If you're watching, Randy, that sounds wrong. Randy, if you're watching, this definitely is not the channel for you. Anyway, guys, thank you so much, and hopefully you're staying warm. I know is it snowy up in Yorkshire? Oh, I bet Ian, are you covered in snow? last year, I remember when I was supposed to be getting my Classic 500, it was delayed because of the snow, and you had a lot of snow up there. So hopefully you're not snowed in again. Have a great rest of the week, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Ride safe.